The American Revolution was the most famous and important revolution of all time. Although at the end of the war the Patriots won, for most of the year the British were outdoing them in every way. Britain had a great army, and not many had defeated them at this time. They were better prepared and supplied. They had more trained soldiers and had more artillery. They also had the best navy in the entire world. It seemed hopeless for the rebels. In the midst of the chaos, one slave, who at first seemed like a nobody, helped to change the history of the war forever. His name is James. General Cornwallis of the British Army went to Virginia in 1780 because another British army, headed by Generals William Phillips and Benedict Arnold, had been sent there. He raided and destroyed towns and villages in the countryside. Cornwallis, like many other British military leaders, used many slaves for his army. They cooked, cleaned, and cared for his troops as well as digging for them. Most slaves sided with the British because they promised freedom from slavery, unlike the Americans who did not. There were some free slaves fighting for the patriotic cause, although such men were rare. General Lafayette, a Frenchman fighting for the Patriots, was sent by General George Washington, who had heard about the movements of Cornwallis, to defend Virginia. He managed to avoid capture by Cornwallis. However, he was not able to obtain much intelligence about him either. He needed a spy that could successfully get accurate information to him and the content of the army. Luckily, he eventually found the perfect man for the job. James Armistead was born on December 10, 1748, in New Kent, Virginia. He was born to a slave owner named William Armistead. Although he was a slave, when James found out what the Revolutionary War was about, he decided to join the rebels and their cause. His master granted him permission to join the revolutionary cause, and in 1781 he volunteered to join the army to fight for the revolution. The Continental Army stationed him with the French forces under the leadership of Marquis de Lafayette. He met Lafayette in Williamsburg, or during the journey to Annapolis, where he arrived on April 3, 1781. James planned on being a mere servant to Lafayette and his soldiers, but Lafayette had other plans in mind. He employed James as a spy instead. Posed as a runaway slave, he went to the British to offer his services in exchange for his freedom. The British agreed to let him be in their camps. They believed in his story so much that they asked him to lead the troops in areas and local roads until they were unfamiliar with. He would go into British camps and listen to secret war conversations and send the information back to Lafayette through other spies. He eventually gained the trust of General Cornwallis and General Benedict Arnold because of his services and was hired by them to spy an American army. James had just become the first African-American double spy. Because of this, he was free to go between both camps as he wished. In 1781, General Lafayette received a message from General Washington stating the need for his forces to keep him informed regarding Cornwallis' movement and strategies. A number of spies infiltrated Cornwallis' camp, but none were able to obtain any valuable information in the process. On July 31, 1781, Lafayette received a report from James, which proved extremely essential to the famous Battle of Yorktown. It aided Washington's effort to prevent 10,000 British reinforcements from entering Yorktown, Virginia. The American and French blockade surprised British forces and crippled their military. As a result of the Lafayette and Washington's victory in Yorktown, the British officially surrendered on October 19, 1781. After the Revolution, Lafayette praised Armistead for his dedication and instrumental role in the surrender at Yorktown. Unfortunately, James had to return to William Armistead after the war to continue his life as a slave, as he was not eligible for emancipation under the Act of 1783 for slave soldiers because he was considered a slave spy. In 1784, when General Lafayette found out that James was still a slave, he was greatly disappointed. He wrote a letter on James's behalf to assist him. Finally, in 1786, the Virginia General Assembly emancipated him. It was at this time that James chose his last name to be Lafayette to honor and thank his gracious general. After receiving his freedom, he moved 9 miles south of New Kent County in Virginia. He bought 40 acres of land and began farming. James was granted $40 a year by the Virginia legislature as pension for his services during the American Revolution. Eventually, James Lafayette married and raised a family.
You were standing in the wake of devastation, when you were waiting on the edge of the unknown, and with the cataclysm raining down, inside's crying, save me now. You were there impossibly alone.
James Armistead Lafayette, together with Marquis de Lafayette, played an incredible important role in the American Revolutionary War. He risked his life by going into British camps for information. If they found out about his real allegiance, James may have been killed. The reports that he gave to the Continental Army directly affected the outcome of the Battle of Yorktown, where the British surrendered.
Sadness and frustration, and let it go. Let it
Without his dedication, courage, and determination, America may not have even existed. Unfortunately, not many know of him or his amazing accomplishments. James, the slave who became James Lafayette, is an American hero.
We felt the gravity of tempered grace falling into empty space. No one there to catch you in their arms.
We're cutting it out.
His collar!
What's poppin', Fly? What's poppin', dude?
Why is his collar like that?
Bro, I'm the star, you know what I'm saying? I'm the star of the place.
To Revolutionary War hero.
Okay. Is that good enough?
I'm the best. Yeah, look, star.
Golly, that's from you.
Hey, slave, you're supposed to run.
Don't get him. Got him. Move over. That's it. Rush hour 3. No, that's rush hour 4 right here. We done. Oh, no, look. That is rush hour 4. Black guy and an Asian. Black hour. Jackie Chan and Carter.
Golly, you look.
My 40 time is ridiculous.
I don't mind.
What happened to that nice bag?
I don't mind.
Golly, can you put that other shirt back on, please?
You look better than Rachel.
Oh, that makes your boobs look good.
You missed the first one.
Alright.
Walk stiff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like a soldier, stupid.
Golly, what are you doing?
We did VBS at our church, and there's a drama for for each thing, and he was Jesus, and he pulled around.
Golly, what are you?
Hop on.
Aw.
My wife carries me. Wanna why? Because I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
That shirt?
That's not.
Yo, cause you're gay.
It's awesome.
Let me see.
Ariana, face you towards me.
Hey. Oh, now you can.
You know what'd be funny? I better not be in the camera. I swear to God.
I want to be in the bloopers.
Ha ha.
45-degree angle.
Shut up.
Hi, Faith.
You're in the way of me. Joe, get out of this.
What's going on?
So cute.
Seriously, like you block like working.
No one talks like that.
When you want me to stop?
Go, take this.
I was gonna take it still.
He puts the dog on the table. Go. Why are you looking at me? Inform him that he's free. You find it funny. What does it say?
Look, he's footage.
Literally.
You're wasting footage.